only man who succeeds in life are the man who have a worthwhile goal working towards. You become a success once you start working towards your goal. Wagwan. Welcome back to New Paradigm. Change of the paradigm. Because the first step to fixing a problem is actually being aware of the problem. The second step to fixing a problem is actually changing the paradigm. So you don't know, new paradigm. So what we are discussing today? Alright, we are going to talk a bit about jobs, you know. And most people working a 9 to 5, they always get criticized by people who aren't doing 9 to 5s. They them to them a slave and a bossy slave and you know all those things. But hear me out. You might be tempted to quit your job because you don't want to be labeled as a slave, and you might think say going to a 9 to 5 is like ultimately bad because you build up an next man and you not build yourself. And you are right. You build an next man dream and you not build yourself when you spend all your life going to a 9 to 5. But if you're in your 20s and you do a 9 to 5, the important thing is that you have something where you work on in the background. So you don't just get up every day and blindly go work and then come back to your yard. And that's it. Like, you know, work for nothing, you just live from one day to the next. Then that would mean when we say slave and when we say sheep, you know, because you're not work for nothing, you just work for build up a next man. And it just work so you can pay JPS and pay water commission and pay rent and pay flow. You work for everybody else but yourself. But when you have something to work on, you know, say, because everything take money. So if you do a 9 to 5, then most likely you do it so you can get the money to invest in yourself. In that case, going to a 9 to 5 is a good thing, right? For instance, find a good example. Let's say you want to be a photographer, right? Now you need to get those cameras and all those things, whatever photographers need, I don't know. You need to go to the 9 to 5 and save your money so you can get them things there, so you can start work on that. Let's say you want to build a recording studio, then going to a 9 to 5 would make sense in that case because you know you need to buy the equipment, you need to buy your computer, your audio interface, your condenser mic, and you think them. And quitting your job and sitting at home, that not gonna bring them to you, right? Nobody not gonna help you. Let's say you don't have nobody to help you, nobody not gonna do nothing for you, nobody not gonna serve for you. So going to a 9 to 5 is good. Never you quit your job if you don't have nothing at all to work on. Like if the job is the only thing that you have, don't quit the job. You better quiet quit. And that leads me to quiet quitting. What is quiet quitting? Quiet quitting is this new phenomenon. Well, it's not really new, but the name is new. That you go to work and you do the bare minimum just so you don't get fired. Why? Because perhaps the job has stressed you out, perhaps your supervisor, your team leader, whoever has stressed you out. And perhaps them not pay you as much as you think you deserve. And perhaps the workload keep on increase, but the pay not increase. And you know, well, you can't leave that job yet because you know find nothing else yet, and every other half where you pay even less. So you know you want the job, but at the same time you hate the damn job. Then you quietly quit. By quietly quitting, you just go to work and you do the bare minimum. You just do what's necessary to not get fired. But nothing about that. You gotta work on time, and as 5 o'clock come or whenever your shift done, you clock out and you go, you didn't spend no extra time in there. You know, answer your phone when your supervisor call you on your day off. Figure out work because them shift short, you know, business with that. You know, do no overtime unless you want the money. You know, give them no extra energy. You know, put out no extra effort. You just quiet quit, you mentally check out of the job, but you still do the job just so you can get paid. You know, it's a good strategy, and people who know me and know say, yo, I'm high on my morality, might say, so isn't that immoral? I gotta work and get paid and not do a bare minimum. No, it's not immoral because them are pay the bare minimum, right? And here's why it's not immoral. You're doing exactly what you need to do. You're doing your job, right? As I said, you gotta work on time. So me not tell if you gotta work later, man, then you gotta work on time and you don't clock out until your shift done. So you do your full hours. You gotta work and you do the job that you are being paid to do according to your job description. You get paid for that. So no, it's not immoral because you're doing what you're supposed to do. You're just not doing over that. You do the bare minimum. You gotta work and you're gonna be lazy. Just mentally check out that job. Act like say you even did it. You understand? Think about something else. Think about your dream. Think about where you're going to 5 years from now. Because if you look 5 years on the line and you're still in a same job, then in a same position, then I mean, you're not an ambition. Let's just put it like that. If you can't see yourself 5 years down the line doing something else, perhaps you can get promoted in the job, then that's a good aim. Depending on how long you plan to be in the 9 to 5 world, that's a good aim. But if 5 years on the line you still see yourself in the same position, then something wrong with you. So that's it. If you know say you're not looking at promotion or nothing, then you just mentally check out the damn job. That's what I do. That's what I've been doing for a few months now, and I'm happy. I just gotta work and I talk to my co-worker them, and I have fun. When I make it work stress me none at all. Sometimes I even remember say I work me there. Right now, I'm a friend of mine say, oh, like say, your father owned the place. You see me? So yeah, and I get paid, and I come home, and while me I go work and I do that, I work on my thing in the background. So I know say 5 years on the line, I'm supposed to be somewhere. And that's what you need to do. You don't need to quit your job. It's a stupid idea if you just quit your job and sit at home and do nothing. Like, what the hell? You have this job, it's the only thing that pays you. It's the only thing you have working towards. You don't have no worthwhile macro goal. You don't have no dream, no nothing. You just have this job and you're just blindly going to work every day. And then, just because I hear some people say, hey, you quit the job. Now you're sitting at home doing nothing. Watching TV every day and you depend on your parents. That's a stupid idea. You understand? You don't want to leave the job if it's the only thing you have. And also, please do not make the job the only thing you have. You need to have a worthwhile goal. The only man who succeeds in life are the man who have a worthwhile goal working towards. You become a success once you start working towards your goal. Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. So, once you have a worthwhile goal and you start go feet, then you automatically become a success. But if you quit your job, if you got your job, you got your 9 to 5 every day and not have nothing else to work on, then you're a failure. You're not going to come out to nothing in life because you don't have nothing to work towards. You understand? How you going to achieve something if you not work to it? So the only man who succeeds is the man who is progressively realizing our worthy ideal. I'm learning that from Earl Nightingale. I'm going to put a link to that video in the description because that's the video that actually changed my life. So in conclusion, do not quit your job. It's better to quietly quit your job. Meaning you do the bare minimum and you check out the damn job so you can get paid, and while you're getting paid, you're using that money to invest in yourself, invest in your future. So 5 years on the line, you can make a difference and you can possibly stop working for people altogether. But you don't want to quit your job and sit at home and do nothing. And also you don't want to go to a job blindly every day without a worthwhile goal. Makes no sense. You're just living from paycheck to paycheck, just living from day to day with no goal. That makes absolutely no sense. So that's what I had to say, guys. Thanks for watching.